All right, folks. Welcome back. I don't think anybody was watching on the last episode, but that's okay. Uh, so, yeah, I guess I got done with the photos and then I accidentally deleted it. So, I guess we'll just start over. So, I apologize. My bad. So, before we get started, okay, today I want to talk about love. Okay, but before that, I want to explain a couple things how just stuff is happening in my life and things like that. Okay, so so a few weeks ago, probably I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago, I was meditating, and I was meditating on my numbers because they were a little kind of crazy. So my white blood cells were pretty low, and my alkaline phosphate for my liver was pretty high. It was sitting at like 600. Okay, and my white blood cells were they were so low that they were worried like if I had a fever, I had to go to the emergency room or something. So they said that they were going to send me injections that I could do at home. Um, so a few weeks go by, never got those injections. Last week, Wednesday, was my appointment. Okay. So, and so while I was meditating, let me just tell you this real quick. I was picturing like sitting in the doctor's office. I have the app for the blood work. So as soon as they get it, I get it. And I was picturing it on her screen and picturing it on my phone, on the app, and things like that. And I was just fully submersed in it and things like that. And then I just completely forgot about it. So Wednesday was my appointment, and I brought my donor letter, gave it to her. So I hope I hear something from them. I haven't heard anything yet, but I don't know if they have an appointment yet or whatever. So looking forward to that. But anyway, so I'm at my appointment was Wednesday, and before you see the doctor, you get your blood work, and she was like, "Oh, your blood work's not back yet. Did you ever do those injections?" I told her, I said I never got them. So she was like, "All right, well, just I need you to hang tight because if your white blood cells are this low again, then we're gonna have to give you an injection." So it was like 5 minutes later, I got a ding on the phone and I heard a ding on the computer, and I'm looking at it, and dude, you should have seen her face. She was like in complete shock. So she looks at it because the whole time she was telling me, "I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a shot. You might need a couple. I'll send you home with some. Yada yada yada." She pulls up the blood work. She's like, "Oh my god, it's fine. It was right in the green." And then the alkaline phosphate, it's been staying at like 600 for a long time, maybe 2 3 months. And I was picture I wasn't picturing that being in the green. I was just picturing that being down quite a bit. So I was throwing like 400 to 425 out, and when I scroll on my phone, it was 422. I couldn't believe it. Now it didn't all click right then. It clicked on the way home when I remembered everything, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I sat right there in that scene in my meditation, just like that. So that was just a wow, holy smokes kind of moment for me. And it's other stuff too. It's like what I I could tell and I could feel when I am conscious and I have love in my heart and love in my mind, and I'm speaking love, light, and truth. I could tell when I am and when I'm not. And when I am, man, every everybody around me changes. My whole entire environment changes. So like just for one more example, I used to drive like an asshole, dude. It was ridiculous. Okay, I can't believe I didn't get in a car accident. But anyway, so uh, I told myself I'm not gonna go over 10. I'm gonna leave 2, 3 car lengths apart, dude. I started doing that, and one day I just noticed every single car around me was doing the same thing. That has never ever happened in my entire life, even on the opposite lane of traffic. uh it was it was wild. it was like it was like I was controlling everything. It was wild. All right, so love. Okay, first let's start with the definition. All right, love is a complex, multifaceted emotion and behavior characterized by deep affection, attachment, and devotion. More than just a feeling, it's an active choice to care for, support, or uplift another being without expecting anything in return. Okay? That's the definition. Okay? So, look, I just want to say, we've talked about Christ consciousness, the seven hermetic principles, the chakras, all this stuff, meditation, affirmations, reading. Okay, all that's fine, all that's good. Okay, but meditation, reading, affirmations, and opening, dude, all you really have to do is open your heart to love, be grateful for what you got, and understand that you are the creator, the actor, the writer, the director. Dude, it's your play. So whatever you're put now is what you're going to get back, because the universe is a mirror, right? Okay. So if you can open your heart to love, and I mean with your actions and the way you speak to people and your thoughts from within, you really have to understand that everything is conscious, everything is one, and that's really it. Okay. So, yeah. And I just want to say, okay, for everybody trying this and things like that, I'm just speaking from my experience. Okay. This is just my experience. It may not be yours, but it took me a long, long time to remember how to feel anything. Okay. A long time. I was getting worried. I was like, dude, is something wrong with me? Because I couldn't feel anything, even when I was like meditating and like really trying to get into it. It took me a long, long time to actually start feeling feelings. So, um, if it takes time, that's okay. Just keep going, keep trying, keep reading, keep meditating, keep uh, writing your goals down and reading them, especially before you go to bed and when you wake up. And when you wake up, you should meditate. I'm telling you, you should. Don't pick up that phone. The thing is that it's the worst ever. Just don't try and put that thing down as much as you can. Okay. So if you want to live in love, one of the best things you could start doing is doing for others. And I don't care what it is. It could be the smallest thing. Just saying good morning. Dude, I'm telling you, I say good morning to almost everybody I come in contact with. You'd be surprised how much that just opens a conversation. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Good. How are you? Good. All right, man. I hope you have a nice day. You too. All right. See you later. I mean, dude, just starting somebody's day off like that, that that's a good thing. It's good for both of you. Okay. Open the door. Dude, today I was in AutoZone, and I think the guy was trying to look up the filter and the computer wasn't loading or whatever. And I noticed that these two old ladies, they each had a cane and they were walking in. So I grabbed the door and I opened it for them and I said, "Good morning." And they said, "Oh, good morning. Thank you, young man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." And I was like, "Oh, no problem." And then they took my spot in line, went right up, talked to the guy. It was fine, dude. But it's just, you could tell that they were happy in that moment and they appreciated it. And it was just, it was a nice feeling, I think, for both of us. Just small, stupid stuff like that, dude. Opening a door, say hello, say good morning, let the guy in traffic. You have to understand that you're not chasing anything anymore. Okay. So there's no reason to be in any rush. Just take your time, move at your own pace. Okay. I mean, you still have to be on time for work and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, there's no need to get crazy about it. Okay. Um, so yeah. Okay, yeah. So I know when I'm conscious now and when I'm not. I'm really starting to kind of hone in on that. Okay. And I'm very grateful for that because it took me a long time to get here, man. I'm telling you. Okay. So when I'm conscious and when I'm focused on love and when I'm being grateful and when my actions are that to help others or, just bring the mood up, you know what I mean? When I'm conscious of that and I know I am, everything around me changes. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it daily with traffic, dude. Numbers everywhere. Every time I look at the clock, it's either 11:11, 1:11, 2:22, 3:33, 4:44, and then when I'm driving, all I see is 88888, 99999, three sevens, four sevens everywhere. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but something's happening. And I'm noticing it like clearly. Okay. So and when I'm not conscious of it, I catch myself. I try to catch myself quick. Okay. You're Some people, they'll just they're there to try you. But you also have to look at, if someone's just like bothering you just by being them, then that's a reflection of something that you need to work on. Okay. So speaking of doing for others, the family and I, we go to Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia uh, every year for the last 5 years. We do it pretty much the first week of June. Um, so we go with the Appalachia Service Project. It's basically a Christian based mission to just help people with their homes, supplying homes, anything like that. They're actually starting to get pretty big. Um, so, yeah, and we've been doing it for 5 years. And it's just rebuilding parts of homes. I've rebuilt a deck, uh, a bathroom. a roof, a couple walls, bedrooms, and a wheelchair access thing for um, the elderly. And most of the damage is from the floods over the last 5 years, because there's nothing but mountains out there, and all that water just travels down the mountain to the creeks and the rivers, and it's just like a cup, filling it up. So, yeah, most of the damage is flood damage. It's not a vacation by any stretch of the means, but we love it, man, because the people, they're just they're so grateful. And the thing is you're working with teenagers, dude, from 6th grade to high school. Some of them have never held or read a tape or used a hammer or anything, but by the end of it, man, they're pretty good. So you're helping the youth, and then together, you and the youth are helping people who need it. I mean, it, it's really a great thing. Okay, so like I said, it's not a vacation. You're sleeping on a blow up gym in a mattress with probably, I don't know, 60 maybe uh, teenagers and other men. Um, and you're eating PB&J sandwiches, and you're showering in a mini trailer, basically. I'll show you some pictures. However, it's totally worth it. I did it last year while going through dialysis because it means that much to me, dude. And I committed to it. I told them I would be there, so I'm going to be there. And it was tough, but it was worth it because those people appreciate it. And I really needed something to do with myself anyway. So just to get out of my head a little bit. Um, so yeah, it's a beautiful feeling when you're done, and how grateful they are that you cared enough to help. I mean, really, they're a little skittish when you get there. It takes them maybe a day, maybe two, to start talking to you and stuff like that. But dude, when you talk to these people, they've lived there for generations, like generations. This is these people, this is their land, this is their home. So I mean, and they appreciate it when you're helping them. So it's good stuff. All right. So let me see if I could do this without blowing it again and having to start the podcast over. All right. Okay. All right. So this is just a couple pictures. We stay at a church before we actually get down to our destination the night before. They have basketball. They feed us. It's pretty nice. Okay, these are just some pictures. This is stuff we do on the way down. We usually try and find like somewhere cool to go just to waste a couple hours because you can't check in till later in the afternoon. So we usually go on like a ski trip or like a natural bridge we went to, a tunnel, all kinds of stuff. So this is us on the ski lift. This is us. We made it to the top, and then you walk down, walk all the way down. Look at all those mountains, man. It's beautiful out there. I cannot wait to get out there. I'm going there. This is the Natural Tunnel State Park. Look at how young Boo was. I think she's in like 8th grade there. So, yeah. All right. This is the first project ever. So, as you can see, look down here in the bottom right. and my arrow, this deck, the old deck, went all the way across. So we ripped it all out. We got the front done there. I think they only wanted half of it. So we got that half. The only thing that was left was the corners and the railings for everybody else. Dude, these kids, man, they do a great job, man. They do. They do. It's just Boodog and I at one of them state parks again. This is a swinging bridge we found just driving around, so we decided to walk across it. Here's the bathrooms, okay? Or I mean, sorry, the showers. So you get a hose and a garden hose and a garden hose connector, and there's three. So 3 for the men, or 3 for the boys, 3 for the girls. Okay. I didn't have a whole bunch of photos of this, but this was the old bathroom that we had to rip out. We had to level, put the tub in, put drywall in, all that new kind of stuff. Actually, the only reason they did this was because I was a pipe fitter, and I told them, I was like, yeah, I could do that, no problem. But they usually don't mess with pipe or any kind of like gas or water, any kind of thing going in the house, you know what I mean? Or out there, it's propane. So this is a roof that we did. I mean, this is in the beginning of June. It's probably 88 degrees, scraping shingles off, laying the plastic. I mean, and as you can see, it's me and a team of girls. Nothing wrong with that, man. The girls, they kick ass, man. This is just kind of some stuff from around there. Wood and Peg. That's like one of the name. That would be like your team name. You get chores for the week, and of course, your boy and Jelly Bean are the cornhole champions. Thank you very much. All right. This was probably one of the hardest projects. So, if you could see this middle photo here, this door. So what they wanted to do was they wanted to come out, down, and around the front with a wheelchair ramp. So we had to get rid of those stairs. Those stairs are all concrete, okay? And we didn't have a Bobcat with a jackhammer on it or a jackhammer itself or nothing. We had the sledgehammers. We were swinging sledgehammers. And it took us, I don't know, maybe two and a half days to get rid of that. And dude, I mean, you talk about backbreaking work. Look at that. Okay. So we got rid of the stairs. We got it all in a pile over here, away from like the work area. And then ASP came and they were like, yeah, we're not going to leave it there. Let's load it in the truck and this, that, next thing. So we had to pick it all up again and load it in the truck with wheelbarrows. But hey, that's okay, because that's what we're there for. And this is what we left the next week of people who came up with. So we have the first deck there. You'll have a ramp that goes from that deck to that deck. Then a ramp for, I think it's another 15 feet. Every 15 feet or so, you need a deck, I believe. Yeah, okay, so that's it. And check this out. Boodog with a turtle save. We always try to save the turtles because there's a lot of them, man. There's creeks everywhere, and the roads are just like this. And it's up like this or down like this. And it's basically just wrapping around a mountain. So it's actually, dude, I love it out there. It's very cool out there. So yeah, I just wanted to show a little bit, of doing doing for others. Okay. Now look, okay, if you okay, let me start this over. When you have fully just let your heart explode with love and gratefulness, and your mind is filled with love, okay? When your heart and mind is filled with love, and you have wholeness and you have abundance in your life, all the all you want to do is just give it away. Give it away to anybody who's willing to hear, anybody who's willing to listen. All you want to do is give it away, dude. But that's it. Once you get here, it's it's such a great feeling that all you want to do is just give it away. And that's the whole thing. Because why do you want to give it away? Because you're so happy and you're so in love with life that you just want everybody to feel the way that you do. And and that's it. So we need we need more love in this world. We need more light and we need more truth. Okay? I mean, we do. Or things are going to get bad. All right? So just understand this, okay? If you want to keep it simple, keep it simple. Fill your heart with love and gratitude. Love and gratitude are superpowers. I'm telling you, I promise you, love and gratitude are superpowers. Fill your heart and your mind with love and gratitude. Speak it. And I can't even tell you how amazing you will feel, and the synchronicities and the mystical things and the stuff that will happen in your life. Um, it took me a long time to get any kind of feeling back. But man, I'm starting, I'm starting to feel it, man. I'm every everywhere, everything I do. I just, I just, I just want to help. I just want to spread love, light, and truth, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to do. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like. If you could like or subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Um, we're all in this together. So, all right. So yeah, we got ASP coming up the first week of June, which is like, I think it's less than 2 weeks. So, um, I'll probably do another episode on whatever goes on down there this time, just because it's fun and it's cool stuff. And I hope I hope that everybody can open their heart to love and being grateful and understand that you are the light, and speak truth, and man, we need more love. All right, that's it. So love your neighbors, love everybody. The only thing that exists is consciousness. So that's it. So love is one of the most powerful forces in the universe, and it could change your life if you're willing to open your heart. All right. I will see you guys probably some I'll try and do another episode before we leave, and we'll see what happens with that. All right. All right. Thank you guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week. finds that feeling of love and gratitude, and just walk in it and embrace it and use it. All right.